when it all comes down to it, you know, it's still hard to believe that the Patriots can make it seem like we're the underdog and nobody expected us to be here.
Let me pose it to you like this, then. Let me rephrase this. Let me give you a different picture.
Go for it, Willie McGinest.
Okay?
Yes.
When you've had so much success, when you're in your third consecutive Super Bowl, which this team is, when you've been to 9 Super Bowls, and you get to a point where this is the expectations, this is where you're supposed to be. I'm not saying it happens all the time, but it does happen with players and personnel and coaches. You become a little complacent. Like, this is what's supposed to happen. Sometimes it takes a spark, whether it's you playing bad football and people calling you out, which was, you know, okay, it was rare, right? You're playing bad, people call you out. But there's something that's super, super powerful about somebody telling you what you cannot do and what you won't do. And it's over. Nobody decides that besides the people in the uniforms. And I think if you needed a spark, if you needed something to get this guy going, after all the motivation he's already been through, starting with your Michigan Wolverines when he played there.
Because Drew Henson started above him?
Right.
Okay.
It started coming into the league. He's already carried a chip. Say something about how bad they are, how they're done, how they're over with. You don't do that to competitors.
So in a quiet moment, Brady's saying that to you?
He was saying that to himself and the rest of the team. He wasn't the only one in that locker room. And who's the best at taking all the negative stuff and putting it all up and letting the team just see it day in and day out and reminding you of what everybody thinks of you?
That's Bill.
That's Bill.
Now, when did Willie McGinest here on the Rich Eisen Show, did he ever do that for you?
Absolutely. That's how it started. Think about when we played in this game. Nobody gave us a shot in hell to beat the Rams. It was the greatest show on turf. We were a bunch of unnamed guys.
So what was he saying to you at the time?
He was saying he didn't have to say it. He just collected all the information and kept it in front of our face.
Like how? Like,
we were underdogs. We were 14-point underdogs. Madden said we'd be losing by 30 at halftime. Every single interview we did this whole week, which they're doing now, it wasn't about us. It was about the Rams and how great they were and how we were going to stop them, or like if we had a shot or how we were going to slow them down. Those type of questions that saying, like, basically, you guys are just happy to be here. We know you're not going to win the game, but if there's a chance, what can you possibly do to slow things down? So that infuriated us. That made us, that had us angry. We had so much anger bottled up that entire week. Of course, we couldn't talk to media and express that, but we had so much anger bottled up that entire week.
Right.
We couldn't wait to explode on the field. We couldn't wait until the whistle blew so we can go out there and just show everybody, you know, what was really, you know, was supposed to happen and shock the world.
So is it somebody's job in the Patriots organization to collect all this material on behalf of Belichick?
It happens.
And deliver it to your locker room doorstep?
Well, first of all, he sees it all and he hears it all.
Bill does?
Absolutely.
How does he do that?
Because he's on the treadmill. He's watching the TVs. He's listening to the media outlets every single morning, 5 o'clock in the morning,
this
whatever.
Show? You think he's watching?
The articles come out.
No,
right?
Forget about the articles. Do you think it's this show?
Of course. He watches this show all the time.
Oh. Hey, Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Hi, Bill. Hey, Bill. Everybody,
we're getting you guys ready for the game.
Everybody say hi, Bill. Hi, Bill.
Hi, Bill.
Hi, Bill.
We're getting you guys ready for the game.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.